What if I told you there is a way to have cleaner air all around us? A way to make this happen without electric air purifiers or without having to plant a single tree? What if I told you that this same source can also create food security for the future, climate change solutions, and even be considered a great source of renewable energy? And it grows all around us 24/7, 365 days a year globally. The name of this game-changing resource? Well, it's algae. That's right, the slimy green organism that we see in our oceans, rivers, lakes, and even just a moist surface might be the optimal solution for cleaner air and renewable energy in our forever changing planet. At berth 58 in the historical port of Los Angeles, there is a nonprofit organization in the forefront of this emerging technology. Nestled in San Pedro between millions of imported products and containers, ALGAE has been dedicated to finding innovative solutions for the world's most pressing problems. And it all has to do with kelp, a form of algae. Within a colorful mural and an old World War II ship that is impressively docked right outside, I met with the CEO of ALGAE, Terry Teminen, as he explained all the cool stuff happening inside these old warehouses. We're here at ALGAE, nestled in the port of Los Angeles. This, where you see it used to be a warehouse for merchandise and goods, is now the home of a kelp farm.
We are remodeling these 100-year-old historic warehouses into an incubator for all the technologies from the blue economy.
What is the blue economy? It's the sustainable use of ocean resources for economic growth, the improvement of livelihoods, and job creation, all while preserving the health of the ocean's ecosystem.
We were trying to protect the coastal waters here in Los Angeles from pollution. But at the same time, we said, well, even if we ended all the pollution, what would it matter if we can't restore the underwater forest and the ecosystem? So we started working with the state, and we were replanting kelp, giant kelp, which grows as much as 2 feet a day, big seaweed that sustains life for over 800 different species of plants and animals.
I took a tour of ALGAE to see exactly how the kelp is grown and how it is the future of a more sustainable planet. Behind me in these containers is where the kelp farming is happening, right here at ALGAE. The kelp is being bred in order to produce the qualities that they are looking for, such as high protein, we can then be turned into food. Kelp as a food source? Well, in actuality, we've already been using kelp in many of our everyday products. We just didn't know about it.
It's been used in the past to make gunpowder, to make thickeners. In fact, if you brushed your teeth this morning, you probably used kelp. It's a thickener called carrageenan, which is used in cake mixes and paint and all kinds of things.
What is our human relationship with kelp?
Now we know we can extract from kelp food and fuel and pharmaceuticals and all kinds of important products for sustainability. Also things like offshore wave energy and wind energy, so getting renewable energy from the ocean.
Now back to clean air. Did you know that in Los Angeles, the air we breathe is literally shortening our lifespan?
Sobering new report shows that, surprise, surprise, the greater LA region has once again been ranked the most polluted in the nation.
Air pollutants in our urban areas are at an all-time high, with a very devastating health impact.
American Lung Association's 2022 State of the Air report finds that more than 40% of Americans, which is more than 137 million people, are living in places with unhealthy levels of air pollution, and that people of color are 3.6 times more likely to live in a county with failing pollution grades.
So how exactly does algae help purify our air?
But kelp grows so fast it can absorb and sequester much more carbon much more quickly. And when it takes in carbon dioxide, what does it release? Oxygen. so it can help oxygenate our planet at the same time.
This process is called photosynthesis. Bioreactors like the one seen here are filled with microscopic algae, which, like all green plants, remove carbon dioxide from the air while pumping out oxygen. Imagine a world where a simple tube like this equates to 400 trees, or an urban canopy like this one to over thousands of acres of fresh, untouched forest. So how much oxygen can algae produce? When you think about it, only 29% of the world is terrestrial, and humans have cleared out 1/3 of the world's forest. But the oceans cover 71% of our planet, meaning that overall, our oceans are responsible for most of the clean air we breathe. And who is doing all the cleaning? Our little green machines, algae. Many urban cities around the world are already using this type of technology meets biology with great success. Adopting new ways of improving our quality of life through cleaner air is the next step of a more productive, sustainable movement. Now imagine urban living with a purpose.